Hey everyone, Tito here again with our series about the value of sales development. And I'm going to tell you, I am fired up. Somebody just came to me and said, you guys still think that SDRs are a thing and it works? Are you kidding me? Let me explain. Business development is the most important part of a company. The most important. Without business development, your business is dead. Why? Because the only thing that's going to keep shop open is finding clients, getting those clients, retaining those clients, right? And business development, sales development is not a thing for tech. Yes, you might have a $10 product and you've tried sales development and you couldn't figure out and it doesn't work for you. Sure, I'll give you that. And whatever, like maybe you've tried grabbing a phone book and you've tried making a million phone calls to every person you can find and it didn't work. But let's not confuse the method with the execution. Any sort of like go-to-market strategy you pick, if the execution sucks, yeah, doesn't matter your method, it's not going to work. But let me tell you, if you're a big business, let's say you're Boeing, right? And you want to sell. Well, how do you think Boeing goes about selling to a Peruvian airline? You think they throw some ads, like put a banner in Peru that says, Boeing, buy our planes? No, you need to get in touch with the CEO somehow. You gotta pick up the phone somehow. What if you are Caterpillar and you want to sell your huge machines to a construction in Dubai? What do you think you do? Like, oh, email marketing? Like, you're gonna throw a newsletter? Are you kidding me? Like, this is why sales professionals get paid millions of dollars. Like, the people who actually get paid the most in sales, I know the guys who are like hard closers, like, oh yeah, like give me the signature, like, oh, do you have budget, authority, need, is it the right time? No, the guy who makes the most money is the guy who can call Boeing, call XYZ Construction in Dubai and be like, hey, this is John calling from Caterpillar. I was hoping to speak with you briefly. Do you have 2 minutes? And they're like, Caterpillar? Yeah, what's up? Hey, I've been seeing your construction and machines, and I know you're using XYZ machines and with this capacity and this thing, and you're trying to build this type of building, and Caterpillar has this other machine that does X, Y, and Z, and I think we can save you 15% of your budget. I think we can increase your speed to building 10%. I think you can do X, Y, Z 20% faster. The only thing I want to do is have a conversation about it next week. Does that sound reasonable? If I can save you 20% of your development time for your $20 billion product, does it make sense to talk next week for 20 minutes on the phone? Yeah, sure, let's have a meeting. That's what business development is about. It's not like, hey, let me show you a quick demo. It's not like, hey, I'm genuinely curious about how your marketing's working. No, it's about you understanding your prospect, who is high value to you, you understanding who will derive the most value from your product, going out there, finding their phone number, finding their email, sending an email, making a phone call, do whatever it takes. Send them cupcakes. Listen to Matt Amundsen. Like, do something different. Send them a drone, and don't send the remote. And then send them a message that says, hey, I sent you a drone. You want the remote? I got it. If you take a meeting with me, and we can talk a little bit about how Caterpillar can save you $20 billion over the next 5 years in construction because you're spending $200 billion, then let's talk, right? Imagine you're JP Morgan. It's not only construction, it's not only manufacturing. What if you're JP Morgan? You want to get in touch with the CFO at Apple so that you can manage the $100 billion he has in assets, right? He has $100 billion in cash. Where's that money, right? If you're JP Morgan and somebody's going to give you $100 billion, you know how much that's worth for JP Morgan? An insane amount of money. How do you think you do that? You think you put a social media ad or no. Business development, cold calling, personalized email is very useful for high value transactions. If you're selling a SaaS product over $20,000, business development works. No matter what you tell me, I can figure it out for you. It doesn't matter who your target market is. If you're providing value to a customer, and your product is the price is high enough or the margins are high enough, right? Software is easy because your margins are 80%. right? If you're selling airplanes, yes, it's 100 million for the airplane, yet the margins are, 5%. So 5 million. Well, 5 million is great, right? But it's 5%, right? If you're selling burgers, you can't do business development because of 5%, unless they're buying a billion burgers, probably not going to make a lot of money. But that's the talk about today. Does business development work? Yes. Does cold calling work? Yes. You just need to have the right mindset and know what value you provide and talk to the right person and show them the value, right? And if you do that, if you can do that, business development works and you're going to make a ton of money because it's not about the closing as much as it is about the opening. Thanks.